Jeff and Jeremy. It's like a radiogasm.
I said, hey, babe, check it out on the podcast.
Apple Podcast, Google Podcast,
And Spotify.
all this is going viral.
Wake up, Jeff and Jeremy. It's time to go to work.
Yeah, we're here. We're in the final week.
Accuse us of not being awake?
The final week of March. I mean, it's going to be April soon. Well, it's my final week of work. I get a little vacay after
that's
next
right.
week.
I forgot about your vacation.
Little
so you
vacay.
work this week and then next week.
Don't bring up what I'm doing because I don't want cancel
that's fine.
culture to get me fired. I'm not going to talk about it. But damn it, I'm excited about it.
I'm just saying,
getting out of town.
Enjoy the wet markets while you're there, my friend.
Wuhan? No, I'm not going to Wuhan.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you were able to get clearance to go where you're going.
You know, it's funny. I was sitting here and I'm looking at Facebook like I always do every morning. Believe it or not, I mean, it's how we all wake up. Not everybody uses Facebook. I think you even look at it more than you used to, but we still look at it to see what's going on.
I don't. I do not.
So if I asked you if you had any pet peeves about Facebook, you couldn't.
I could not.
Well, you have a pet peeve about it because you don't even like it.
Yeah, that's
what is it that you don't like about Facebook?
My pet peeve about Facebook is the vitriol that resides there. Like, people are just mean.
Oh, they're terrible.
Mean.
Yeah,
like,
people are mean.
They say things to your face.
No, they say things to you.
They say things
keyboard.
to you that they would not say
cowards.
to your face.
These people are cowards. They would never say it to your face, right? So that's a bad part about social media, mainly Facebook.
Listen, I have a profile. I post stuff, so we talk about it on the show. But you know, the stuff that we post is all like, what would you like to change your fun job title to? Because this is in response to Elon Musk changing his title from CEO to Techno King.
We try to put stuff on there that people can interact with and that you find entertaining of some sorts. You know, we got the Young Dubliners interview on there on St. Patrick's Day. We're like, hey, we were just going to do that on the radio, but we're like, hey, we could actually do this on and people could watch it and they could watch Keith and Justin play a little bit, and that's cool. And then somebody, Weibo, sent in this bacon wrapped smoked cabbage, which looks amazing. I'm going to try to make that at home.
Grotesque.
See,
that is the grossest.
No, that is amazing. It's smoked. It's got cheese and bacon and over cabbage. I can't wait to try it, but I love cabbage.
See, why do you like cabbage so much?
I don't know what it is. I've loved it my whole life.
Cabbage, the only redeeming quality cabbage has is fish tacos, and that is it.
Well,
sometimes coleslaw, if it is a 4th of July picnic that the government is allowing us to attend in our backyard.
You sweet or non-sweet coleslaw?
Non-sweet.
Yeah, non-sweet, right?
Yeah, no.
I actually put salt on mine.
Yeah.
Purple
if
cabbage
it's sweet,
too.
I do the same thing.
Purple cabbage too.
I put a lot of salt and pepper on it if it ends up being sweet because I need to balance it out. Because sweet, I don't know, it just doesn't resonate. I want it to be just basically mayonnaise and shredded cabbage.
Right. But anyway, but then I look at some people's page, and the thing that drives me nuts about Facebook the most is when people ask you to share something on your wall. I bet you no one will share this. I don't think anybody has the guts to share this. Does anybody have a big heart? If you don't have a big heart, you're not going to share this. Dude, listen, you're not going to bully me. Do you really think if you write, you don't have the guts to share this, it's going to make me want to share it more? It's like if somebody walked up to you in person.
That's exactly what their intentions are.
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't work. Like, no, screw you. I'm not going to do that. It drives me absolutely insane. But the thing is, I can't get rid of it. I can't. I have friends and that I don't get to talk to that often. I like to see what they're up to. I'm a part of some private pages. That's my favorite part. I think all Facebook should go private pages. This is like where you join a group and you have to be accepted in, and at any minute you could be kicked out of that group. I like that because anything goes on those groups. No trolls on that group.
No,
people aren't going to be mean to each other on that group.
Whoever the administrator of that group is, if it doesn't go with them, they can kick you out of the group immediately, right?
Well, yes.
I mean, it's kind of like a fantasy football.
That's what I was saying. They can kick you out.
Yeah, but so
people are being jackasses. They get kicked out.
You have to abide by the rules of the group.
I like that. Rules are important. I think you need rules for this kind of thing. Social media. People try to be so sneaky on social media, and they just try to hide. And, it's. But at the same time, there's a lot of good stuff about it, too. I laugh at it every day, and it's some good stuff.
It's a great way to connect with people. It's just you have to manage how you connect with people, and then it's impossible not for it to strike an emotion and get taken down a path, and then next thing you know, it's a path of inefficiency on the way you live your life, and,
right?
And it's toxic.
Now, we on our Jeff and Jeremy page, which is actually under Jeff's name, but it's also Jeff and Jeremy. You can search for it that way. We don't unfollow anybody. We follow everybody. But on my personal page, I have, the other day, I had 900 people. I'm not friends with 900 people. I've unfollowed 872 of them. I only see stuff from about 30-something people. That's about it.
Well, you're so exclusive. It's like that nightclub. Remember
it's not exclusive. It's just that's how
I
do it because I don't know these people and I don't care what they say.
Remember when Luna Red used to be a nightclub and they would make people stand outside in the pouring ass rain. And then you'd finally get in, and you'd get in there, and there'd be like 4 people in there. You're like, wait a minute, you could have let all these people that were standing out in the pouring ass rain.
But we got an image to uphold, and you can't get in, man.
How are you making any money if there's only 4 people in here?
How is that the same as what I'm doing? I have no image to uphold.
That's what you're doing. You're Mr. I only want to hear from 32 people guy.
I only want to hear from 32 of my closest people. That's it.
And
everybody else, you're welcome to see what I'm doing, but I don't need to see what you're doing.
You need to be rethinking your policy of being all welcoming on the other page that has my name on it, because you'll follow like Russian hookers and stuff like that.
Hey, if they want to follow us, I'm going to accept them in. Come on, show me what you got.
Whoa! Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Jeff and Jeremy here. We're giving away ski passes to China Peak. Now, last week we were giving away the seasons passes. Today we're going to do a day pass. Tomorrow, all this week, you can win a lift ticket for an entire day on us. We'll be doing that coming up a little bit later on after 8 o'clock this morning. Have you ever lost anything like super valuable and it just ate you up inside?
No, but when
Because
I was a
you couldn't find
kid,
it?
I made my mom like jump through all kinds of hoops to find the stupidest, like something that probably, and keep in mind this is in the 80s, it probably cost $4 or $5. It was nothing. It was nothing. It was a digital watch. It was my first digital watch.
Like a Casio?
It was a Star Wars, probably Casio, but Star Wars digital watch. It had C-3PO and R2-D2 on it.
Did you get it back?
Uh-uh.
Oh, you didn't? That sucks.
No, but we spent hours trying to get it back.
When I was a kid, I was, 12 years old. My uncle took me up to Canada to go fishing. We were in this high mountain lakes. We were in rowboats, and we were trolling for these huge trout. They call them Kamloops trout. Great trip, but my job was he was rowing the boat. I was supposed to keep an eye on his rod because we were trolling, and this big trout hit it and yanked the damn thing right out, like $400 setup, $200 rod, reel combo, $400, $200 a piece. And oh my God, he was pissed. And so then we're using my pole with the hook on it. We put the biggest hook on there and we're dragging the bottom and we're trying to he's hoping that we can snag it. And we do this for like 2 hours. He's so upset. And it's so awkward. We're in the middle of the lake together in this little rowboat. And here he is, my uncle. I don't even know him that well. He was my grandfather's brother. And he took me on this trip because my grandpa died. And I felt terrible. And here I'm just a kid. And next thing we know, we see this bird called a loon, and they eat fish. And he's trying to pick up this big fish, and he keeps dropping them, and he keeps dropping them. Well, eventually he picks them up. And sure enough, it was the fish that my uncle caught on his pole, and the line had wrapped around the fish, and the loon's carrying the fish away. And then here's the line and the pole coming out of the water.
No way.
No, yes. But it was too heavy for the bird.
Yeah.
Once the pole came out of the water.
The bird did all the hard work. And
so then he's like, row it over there, and we get the pole, the reel, the line, and the fish.
Did you get the bird? The loon?
No, the loon flew away.
Yeah.
The loon flew away. But we
Nice.
got the fish and everything. It was a huge fish. I mean, I'm telling you
Yeah,
right
but
now,
at
it's like
that point in time,
it's
with
like
the
a
birds,
7-8 pound
so
trout.
the fishing line has had the way with the trout, and the bird has had the way with the trout. Do you really want the trout at that point?
Oh yeah, the trout was fine. I mean, we smoked the meat and it was
Okay, so this is not a Jeremy fishing situation where I'm just going to catch it and release it.
No. You pay a lot of money to go up there and catch these fish, and they clean all the fish for you. You could take them back fresh, or they would smoke them in their smokehouse for you, and it would all be packed up in nice boxes for you to take home. It was kind of a ritzy deal. He had some money, real estate dude. But anyways, couldn't believe that he got the pole back and the line, and I felt so relieved that it was my fault that he lost the pole. I was supposed to watch it. I wasn't paying attention, goofing off.
Look what you did, you little jerk. That's a line from Home.
Coming up,
Home Alone.
This guy, in just a few minutes, lost probably one of the most valuable things I've ever heard of anybody losing. And just devastating if this happened to any one of us. And it could happen to anybody. We'll get to it next.
Wake up.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Talk about lucky SOB. This guy won the lottery and then lost his lotto tickets. So he's lucky because he won the lottery, but then he loses his lotto ticket. What's he going to do? He looks everywhere for the lotto ticket. He retraces all the places that he went that day, including the O'Reilly Auto Parts, where he took his brother-in-law to pick up something for his truck that was broken down. He's like, yeah, bro, I'll give you a ride. When they went into the O'Reilly Auto Parts, the lotto ticket came out of his pocket. Didn't realize it. Got the part, went back to his brother's house. They're working on it. He's like, man, can you believe here? No lotto ticket.
So he knew he'd won already?
He already
had the
knew he
lottery
won.
ticket?
Yep.
And he was being that loosey-goosey with the lottery ticket to go just stick it in his pocket? Like I
drive his brother-in-law to a parts store to get him an alternator or whatever he was getting.
You're like, oh yeah, I just won a couple $1 million.
$1.178 million.
See, I thought that I've always gone through this scenario and like, what would I do if I had the winning ticket? And
nothing except for cash it in.
Right. I mean, but I wouldn't know what to do. If you win the lottery,
there's got to be a number on the back.
Do you like? I would just start driving to Sacramento and try to figure out on the way there. Okay, how do I get this money?
I don't know if I would drive to Sacramento.
Why? Because you're afraid you get in a car accident?
Yeah, you could die on the way.
4.5 hours.
I don't know. What's the safest
route?
Well,
you can't not live your life just because you won the lottery.
I can put my life on hold until I get paid.
But what's the difference?
He lost the ticket. He lost $1 million.
Let's see. What do I do if I win the lottery?
But while you look that up, he retraced his steps. He got back to the O'Reilly Auto Parts, right where he parked. He looked down. There was the lotto ticket. Nobody had picked it up. It was a $1 million lotto piece of paper in that part. So if you ever find a lotto ticket, you should pick it up.
Oh, gosh. The problem is...
He found the ticket. He got the money. He's a millionaire.
What do you
very, very lucky. You talk about very lucky. That is, are you more lucky to win the lotto or lose the winning ticket and then find it later after it's been sitting in a parking lot for hours? The wind didn't blow it away. Nobody picked it up.
See, when you type in, what do I do if I win the lottery? There's like 50 million financial advisors that, that pop up in that search. And they're like, do this with me. Let me take your money.
Yeah, because they pay for that.
Yeah, I know. How do I claim a winning lottery ticket? Probably same.
Look at this. I still have the scratchers you got me for Christmas. I haven't cashed them in yet. I got to do that because I don't know where to take them.
I wonder how much money goes unclaimed in the lottery system because of things like the scratchers. Like how much did you win? $20-something?
Yeah, I got I got some money here.
So we have some sitting in our refrigerator from Christmas as well. And I don't know if they'll ever go claimed.
Oh, I'm going to go claim these. I got to do it.
Let's see.
Can I just go to anywhere they sell scratch tickets to get my money back? To get my money out of these? Do you even know?
Yeah, I think so.
So next time I go buy lotto
according
tickets.
to CaliforniaLottery.com, you can just take it to the lottery retailer and they'll hand you cash on the spot.
Which is going to be today.
But if I win $30 million in a lottery and I go to the retailer, I'm like, okay, I'm here to pick my $30 million. That's not how that works, right? $600 an overclaim process. You have to visit a lottery district office. So there's a lottery district. Where's the closest one? Or you can mail your winning ticket and claim for them. Could you imagine saying, I'm just going to put it in the mail, $30 million. I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the mail and trust the Postal Service.
California Lottery. District offices are open to accept completed drop-off claims. Information is located at cialottery.com/claim.
I won the lotto.
The month of March is Problem Gambling Awareness Month.
Apparently it's not voice activated.
It's a priority for the California Lottery. If you or someone you know is a problem gambler, free and
God, seriously?
What's
I
us?
won the lotto. I need to claim it.
Gambler.
They're talking to us right here.
Don't forget, lottery information is just a click away at cialottery.com, or you can download our mobile app.
Should have went there, I guess.
For
I have
quality
the
control purposes,
Fill it up,
your call may
PDF.
be monitored or recorded. If you do not want to be monitored or recorded,
No, we don't. All right, so go to lottery.com
No, don't go to lottery.com. Go to calottery.com.
or get the app. I have the app. I'm sure if it tells you you're a winner. See, that's the thing. I always scan my tickets. Do you trust that scanner? I scan my tickets.
I do. Yeah.
And so I scan the ticket, and then they'll know. That's what I'm worried about. They're going to know right away if it's a winning lottery ticket that I won because it's on their app.
Mm-hmm.
And what if somebody tries to come and get me? It's still my money that works for the government, that works for the California Lottery.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, you know, it's a government job. I mean, there's not like a lot going on. Closest district offices to us is Fresno and Chatsworth. Those are the two closest.
Oh, Chatsworth is just a couple hours away. I have a friend that lives down there.
Fresno's pretty close too, Jeremy.
Fresno, I think I'd rather go to Chatsworth. Nicer drive. You can see the ocean.
Yeah, and you can take that back trip there through Simi Valley. That's kind of a pleasant drive.
Yeah, through Lost, what's that? Los
Fresno, you could get stuck behind an ag truck,
Lost Hills or
hauling raisins, and it could be going 35 miles an hour.
Jeff and Jeremy here with the SurfNet Communications poll question online, kzoz.com. SurfNet Communications, your leader in broadband internet. If you're in a rural situation, they are your connection. They are your internet provider. They're faster than DSL and satellite. Give them a call today. Get the number, hit the link, kzoz.com. Look for SurfNet Communications.
Do you still have your wisdom teeth? What I like to do,
Oh, no.
what I like to do is take international poll question and replicate it on a regional level and see if we get the same results. Because in an international poll question, 33% of the people that responded, that's 1/3 of people, say that they still have their wisdom teeth. But that is a huge sample size.
Well, that is
and
a big number.
It plays into factor different regions of the world, right? Like, I mean, I don't know what the dental situation is in, you know, a third world country. You know, I don't know if I live in a tribe in Africa, okay,
Yeah.
and I have to walk 4 hours a day to get my water and carry it back on my head.
Right.
Is my wisdom teeth the chiefest of my concerns? Probably not.
If you live with a tribe in Africa and have to walk 4 miles to get water, whatever you said, do you really think you have internet to answer this question or any poll question?
True.
But I understand what you're saying. There's a lot of countries that don't put, look at the Brits. There's a lot of country that don't put dental ahead of other priorities.
Yeah.
So they don't make it a priority. So
No,
yeah.
I really, to be honest with you, I don't. I cancel appointments all the time because I'm like, oh, well, I schedule something else on that day. Which is more important, that or the dentist appointment? And I'm like, oh, well, dentist appointment's going to have to be pushed back again. I mean, you know, there's varying levels of which you place your dental health as a priority. So I want to know how it applies to our region, because our region may be very different. Maybe more people have their wisdom teeth gone. I would assume everybody I know that is around my age has lost their wisdom teeth or had them taken out. In fact, I feel as if though I was a holdout because I did it in my early 30s.
Well, we did it because we didn't have dental until we got this job.
I held off. And I mean, I literally had, this is gross.
I think you got it done before me.
I literally had wisdom teeth breaking off in my mouth. And
Gross.
Yeah, it was disgusting. Right. Disgusting. Like it would like break off. If I like eat something hard or something like that, a little piece of it would break off.
Did your wisdom teeth? Mine were all impacted, so they were all under the skin except for one.
I had 3 that were out.
Oh, okay.
That were easy to take out.
Yeah.
but they were breaking off, and then one that was up underneath.
Do you remember it's cleaning out the holes? It was the worst.
Still can feel that little area.
You can, huh? My guy did a good job.
14 years later.
I just remember going in there, and then they're like, "All right, we're gonna make you a little more comfortable." And then I woke up. I was like, "Oh, that was easy."
Well, I woke up during the. I must have some kind of weird tolerance thing to anesthesia because both tonsils, that'd be another good question too. Both tonsils and wisdom teeth had them removed. Woke up during the surgery.
You need to tell people that. Give me some Michael Jackson propofol.
Well, I don't want them to give me too much, and then I'm like out for days. I mean, I think
you'd rather wake up during the middle of it.
Well,
you didn't feel anything, did you?
This is where, I did.
Oh.
I did.
Pressure or pain?
In the tonsils instance, I felt this scratching on my throat. And I heard somebody say, he's waking up, better give him some more. And then being out and then waking up later on in the room. And I told him, I was like, hey, I woke up during the process. They said, yeah, I know. We saw you. And we gave you some more. I was like, okay. I was in 5th grade. Wisdom teeth. This was the worst. Okay. The wisdom teeth were the worst with the anesthesia because, and whatever tolerance my body has to anesthesia, is I remember being awake but not being able to say anything. So it was just a guy going to town on my mouth while I was incapacitated and having my mouth wide open and yanking around in there. It felt like somebody was taking a boot and shoving it into my mouth.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it was.
I'd rather
terrible.
risk being asleep for a week
and not being able to say anything to them and just sitting there.
Because you're like paralyzed, right? And you're waking up.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, give me some more propofol, doc.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I think so because you recover so fast. That sounds terrible.
It was nasty.
But there are effects from having too much propofol. But my stepdad was out for like a week when he had to be on a ventilator.
Yeah, I don't want to be out for a week.
And it messed him up for months. I mean, it took him a long time. He lost.
I'd rather
his memory.
deal with the pain because the pain was deadened. I mean, I'm sure the anesthesia was working from a painkiller standpoint a little bit.
You were just awake.
I mean, it was a little bit painful, but I'm sure if I had no anesthesia during the process, it would have been terrible.
You've gotten a filling before, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
How does the Novocaine? Did the Novocaine work, or did
very
it
long time? I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a super long time on the Novocaine front. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm always like, give me extra. My whole side. I want my whole face numb. Walking around the rest of the day.
My poor daughter had to have some teeth pulled last week, and she was walking around with a big face. Rest of the day. Couldn't take a drink of water.
Surfnet Communications. Do you still have your wisdom teeth? It's over at kzoz.com, brought to you by Surfnet Communications.